The days of archiving all your documents are long gone. Well, that's all disappearing at least. What we're seeing is that the volume of e-invoices and other electronic documents is growing rapidly, and they need to be stored and archived electronically and carefully too. A few things that you need to ask yourself when you're archiving e-documents is, how can I make sure the archiving is safe and secure, easy to access, and follows the laws of the country I do business in? That might not sound so tricky, but the last point about the laws, well, that alone makes things complicated. Companies ask themselves, how long do I need to store my documents to be legally compliant, not only from the perspective of tax regulations, but also for data privacy reasons? There is no simple answer to this question, as there are different rules for different countries, 5 years here, 10 years there. If we talk about invoices specifically, it depends on whether they are for the sale of movable or immovable property, or even pipelines to oil industry. To adhere data privacy laws, you need to make sure you're deleting all archives at the right time, so it's important to be on the top of it. Then there is the technical side of the archiving. What format are the files in? In some countries, this matters a lot, but in others, this is not specific. As an example, some countries have specific requirements regarding which version of e-invoice, or maybe all of them, must be archived. Others require backup copies. Some demand that you provide a documented e-archiving process description. Others require paper invoices, even if you have them electronically too. And by the way, those specifications change from time to time too. On top of all of this is data sovereignty. Where is your archived information being held? Some countries need to know it's being held within the European Union, for example, while others demand that this information is held exclusively in the borders of that country. Some require that you inform your local tax authorities if the data is archived outside of the country. It's a lot to keep track of, but there is good news. There are service providers like Pagero that specialize in this field. We're constantly monitoring the regulations of every country we're operating in, and adapt our e-archiving service to ensure you are compliant. This way, you can focus on your core operations while knowing that your e-document archiving are in capable hands.